Hi and welcome back for your lateral line stability class. Today for class you'll need at least one block. Go ahead and get anything that you need and then settle into tabletop. Once you're here in your tabletop, starting right off by lifting your left arm forward and sending your left leg back. Take your left leg across your body to the right side, start to reach your left arm to the right side, beginning to take this side body stretch. Make any little adjustments to your right arm and knee that you need. And making sure to keep your left shoulder pressed just a little bit down here so that instead of lifting your chest up towards the ceiling, as might be the tendency, you're just reaching long out of your rib cage. Grounding through your back heel here, we're going to pulse for 10, reaching the left arm forward. Reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring everything down back to center. Send your right foot back, your right arm forward, and start to find that cross over to the left side. Just making that big half moon, crescent moon shape with your body. And grounding through your back heel, that just means pushing your back heel back behind you. Reaching your right arm forward and over to the left, pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into center. Take your left foot forward, dropping your right hip down into our lateral side stretch or seated side stretch. That's fairly familiar now. Press your right hand down into the mat, lifting up through your right side body. Hips are as stacked as possible. And really send some energy out through your right foot. You might even think about this as kind of rolling forward onto your right hip. And you'll know when you get to the point where you're really in that lateral line because you'll feel this not only through your side, but also through the outer hip and potentially down the leg, just depending on your mobility. I'm sitting here and breathing for a few more counts. And pay attention to pushing away from the floor. Notice that the left side of your body is engaging, is working here to help pull you up. And bring your right leg in. Go ahead, switch sides right from here. I'm switching over to the other side of your mat. Right foot comes forward. Left foot goes out. And then finding that same roll forward of your pelvis. Pushing through your left foot, flexing through your left foot, and thinking about pressing your heel away. And this time engaging the right side of your body, especially right through your obliques to help curve your torso. Deepen breath. A few more breaths here. Still push away from the floor with your left hand. And come back into center, coming back into tabletop. Send your left foot behind you. Rotate your right foot back over to the right. Lift up your left arm. And finding this extended gate pose here by sending your left arm up over your head. Ground your left foot down into the mat. Your entire foot is down on the mat. And start to push into the outer edge of your left foot. So that you're creating this long line from your left pinky, left fingertips down through your armpit, your rib cage, your hip, everything getting longer, and extending that all the way to your foot. And once you're reaching here, we are pulsing for 10, reaching the hand further up and over. Just thinking about extending through your rib cage for 10, 9, 8. Feel the bottom side of your body lifting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this time, reach on your inhale, lift yourself all the way up to gate. So engaging your left side body to get there. Now relaxing, lengthening your left side body, stretching back into that extended baby half moon. Reach up with your inhale for gate. Extend it on your exhale. Fluid motion here. Reach up for gate. And extend. We've got 7 more. 7. Extend. 6. Extend. This is a slow descent into the extension. 5. Reach. 4. Reach. 3. Nice and slow. Stretch. 2. And 1. One more stretch. Drop yourself back down into tabletop. This time, take your right foot back. Pivot your left leg. Come up into your baby half moon. Ground through your back foot, your right foot, and start to reach forward. Just a few breaths here, finding this reach. Once again, through your armpit, through your whole side body. There tends to be parts of our side body that we forget about, that we leave out of the reach. So just check in every joint, every little place along that side. Is it lengthening? And we'll pulse and reach here for 10, 9, 8. Push away from your foot. 7, 6. These are not big. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your inhale, lift yourself up to gate. Exhale, extend down. Slow and controlled. Lift and lower, extend. For 8. Extend. 7. Reach further. 6. Stretch. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. One more stretch. Back into tabletop. And come all the way up to standing here. Grab your block on your way. Take your block right up above you. Ground your feet right down onto your mat. Push into the 3 corners of that triangle of your foot, the ball of your foot on the big toe side, the ball of your foot on your pinky toe side, and the back of your heel, everything pushing down into the mat. Take a moment, extend axially here, extend upward with your spine, and then keep that extension, push your block away, extend over to the right. So we're always thinking about going up first and then over. Whole right side is squeezing and engaging to lengthen the left. Holding here, creating that equilibrium, that stability between the sides of your body to hold and support you here. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to center. Drop your block for a moment. Roll out your shoulders. Send your block back up. And this time over to the left. Find length and height up first. And take that height to the left. As your hips go right, and your left side body squeezes. Finding balance between the length and the squeeze. Nothing taking over the other one. Just helping each other to counterbalance. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up. Place your block down. Come all the way down to your mat with your right hand down. We're coming into a side plank. Maybe keep your knee down first. Extend through your top arm here. Ground through your back foot. Finally, lift your bottom foot up off of the mat. And taking our hip dips, dip down for 1 and extend, arch your body for 2. This is past what a side plank usually is. Down, up for 2. Down, arch, reach towards the floor. 3, 4, 5, push, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold right here, really push up for 1, 2, reach your hand. 3, 4, 5, come all the way down onto your knees. Shake out your hands. Step all the way up, taking a break from your hands. Find a triangle pose. Your right toes face the front of your mat. Left toes perpendicular. Place your hands on your hips. So to find that side bend through your left side body. Keep your right hand on your right hip. Squeeze through your left glute. Have your hips tip forward here. Tip forward is not a great version of that. Have your hips press forward toward the side of your mat, towards the side of your practice space. Take your left arm and reach forward, find an extension. Now your right hand can come down to your right ankle here. If you'd like a little bit more, you could hover your bottom hand, but that's really not what we're about here. We're going to take some pulses here, reaching the top arm further out. And pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, stretch long, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now holding right here, engage through the left glute. And notice how long your torso can be. If you've really dropped your chest and you're looking towards the floor, think about stacking your shoulders again and maybe even gazing out to the side. Another 5. This is our stability. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your front knee, lift all the way up. Stand all the way up for a moment into a star. And finding our way onto our left side plank, coming all the way down to the mat, left hand down to the floor. You might really be feeling the fact that your left side body was just lengthening so much. Now we're going to use that elasticity and that stability to strengthen it again. Coming into this knee down side plank, extend your top arm all the way out, and then pick up your bottom leg. Finding our hip dips here. Dip 1, arch for 2. Think about a rainbow arch. Dip. This is 2. Down. 3. Down. 4. Press 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Drop all the way down to your knees. Those are hard. You can probably hear it in my voice. So, if you're at the point where you only did half of those, that's great. Have your body find that length for just half. Finding triangle on the side. Left toes point forward this time. Right foot is perpendicular to the length of your mat. Left hand to your left hip. Start to tip your body. Hips go back towards your right side. Left hand on your left hip just for now. Find this length in your spine. Notice if your spine is bending or contorting itself. If you need your block, I know I didn't say this on the other side, but if you need to be a little bit higher up, just grab that block that you already have and find yourself a little bit higher. Take your right arm, reach up and over. And find length here. Push into your right foot, ground it down on the mat, and we're stretching the right hand up and away from that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really thoroughly engage your glutes. And hold here for 5. Stretch 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing. Come back down into the modified side plank with your right hand down, bottom knee up, bottom knee down. Push into your top foot. Now this time really ground that top foot down into the mat. And you have an option to stay here. But what we're really looking for today is push into your right hand, push into your left foot so that your right knee gets light, and hug that knee into your bottom leg. Place it down. We're doing 10 of those. Hug it in, place it down. In, down. Feel your whole side body working. 4, 5, 6, 7. Adjust as you need to. 5. I don't know how many we just did. 9. We'll call this 10. And come down. You might be either happy with me because we did fewer or aggravated because we did more. Spin yourself right around. Come with your left hand down, left knee down. We're just taking that same thing. Other side. Ground your hand down into the floor. And again, try this even for 1. If you do 1 today, that's more than you thought you could do. That's more than you've done before. Just noticing where you're at right now, doing that, listening to your body from there, and just discovering this amazing new movement that you didn't even know existed. Push into your right foot, left hand, and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel those stabilizers working. 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Come all the way down. Shake out your wrists. Come all the way down onto your right side. Allow your head to rest into your right hand, either up, or you could be all the way down on the floor. Familiar from what we did last week. Making sure that your hips are stacked one right over the other. Push through your heels. Notice your left heel, that's what you'll be lifting with. Your left toes might even drop down towards the mat as we do these leg lifts. And we're just taking the left leg and lifting it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold. Find that stability, that balance in your muscles to keep your body here for 10, 9, heel lifts, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Take your left foot, bring it around in front of you. We're finding that same side body stretch that we did at the beginning of class. Right hand comes underneath you. Press out through your right foot. And you might actually feel this more in the top leg now. The muscle that you were just using to lift your leg, your glute medius, is now the one that's lengthening here in this pose, which is part of the reason that we're doing it after those leg lifts. Just noticing the sensation, breathing with it. And start to come back into center. Left hand down, laying down on the left side. Finding where your arm and head would like to be here, and tipping just a little bit forward so that your hips are one directly over the other. Find your right heel and press your heel up leg long for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, this one stay. Feel your line working from your heel all the way up through your quad, through your abductor muscles, which work to pull your legs apart, and also even into your right side obliques. Can they squeeze a little bit here and help your leg out so that it's not acting on its own? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Right foot tucks in front of you. Left leg shoots long. Sitting up onto your left hand, finding this little lateral side stretch. Rolling your hips maybe forward a little bit to get more into the lower hip. Or if you're really quite satisfied with the length that you're finding in the top leg right now, that absolutely counts. Just a few more breaths. And come back down into center. Lie all the way down onto your right side again. And same leg lifts here. Find your left heel. And coming up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this time. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold. Last hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come all the way down. Bring your legs around. We're switching sides. You might just roll over so that you can still see my face. I'm actually swapping sides. Completely up to you. And just notice as we do this starting and stopping of the pulsing, that's what is creating stability through these fascial lines. The ability to have elasticity and then stop it and freeze in the movement that you are. It's similar to why we have children play freeze dance. It's so important to be able to stop your body mid-movement and hold it. And that's really what you're practicing in these pulses here. So pulsing up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop all the way down. Come up to a seat. And then turn yourself around. Lie all the way down onto your back. Give your knees a hug into your chest. And drop your legs over to the right, your gaze to the left for a twist. allowing these lateral lines to lengthen a little bit into your spiral lines, into this twist. And come back through into center, switch sides. Begin to settle yourself down onto your mat for your Shavasana. Taking a full round of breath. And settling in here for the time that you need today. Thank you for joining me for class today. Bring your hands to heart center, thumbs to your third eye. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.